Hey guys, welcome to render.camp. My name is Daniel. I hope you hear me well. Write me some pluses to the chat and we're gonna start our today's workshop. I'm really waiting for your pluses and after that I will start. So today we will work with this beautiful picture and I will show you how to work with how to make this picture in Vray. But actually we are not focusing on the Vray or any other render engine. We are focusing on the final result, because what does it mean, final result? Final picture we will send to the client. I believe that is only one way to do extraordinary and effective workflow. Why we need workflow in any workflow in general? Workflow, that is the system behind the technical tools. What is technical tools? Vray, Corona, F-Storm, 3ds Max. That is the technical tools, but nowhere in their manual you'll not find the answer to the question how to make nice pictures. You'll find explanation of all functions, of all settings, of anything, but nobody can tell you how to make amazing, outstanding looking, realistic pictures. So why Vray? Vray, that is, I know most of 3D artists work in Corona in architectural visualization. That's quite clear. What is Vray? Vray, in fact, that is something bigger than Corona. If Corona for you is not enough, you can reach some result with Corona and you're not satisfied with the speed of quality of render, Vray can solve all that issues. This video or this workshop not sponsored by anything except render.camp. So I'm not protect any software, anything. I protect architectural visualization, and my goal is to create amazing pictures. And the most important thing I want to do my pictures better than everyone in the world, and I want to do it quicker than everyone in the world. And that is extremely important thing. For that, I have to build workflow. What is workflow? Workflow, that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points I have to do in every project to make it predictable, awesome. That is quite important thing. I'll tell you a little more about it a little later, and every single detail. Then I have to know where to take all the assets for my project, and I prepared for you the list of them, and we will put it to the description to this video. If you'll watch it later, you'll find there together with the model of this scene and for your practice, so you'll be able to practice. And I want to be honest with you guys, I'm here not for free. I'm here because render.camp that is produce educational program about architectural visualization. And at the end of this workshop, I'll give you some special offer, price offer for this educational program, which will start in a 3.5 week. But you may ask me, Daniel, what the difference between education, like for money, obviously, and this workshop? Here in this workshop, I'll show you how I can do this picture. In the education, I will navigate you how to do your pictures. So if you like the result you want to get, think about join us today after this workshop, because I'll give you the best price offer about it. So anyway, let's get started. As I told you, the workflow is crucial for any picture we do. Why? Because that is pure experience. That is just that is all experience I put over here. Methodology and step-by-step system, everything, like literally. You have to understand, I'm not a teacher, I'm an architect. We do architectural resolution pictures in my company for this vision every single day. And to be effective, to be efficient, to be to promise our clients we will give the best possible quality, quite fast, relatively cheap, we have to build system. Okay, so discovery. Number one, discovery, that is the time, the place, the moment where we explore everything we can about the project. Client's brief, location, where the sun, a typical, I don't know, all possible conditions about project, about weather, about local materials, about local furniture. No matter what you work with, you have to explore here. You have to know everything, literally everything about the project before project start. Yeah, guys, I still waiting for your pluses. I see only one plus in the chat. That is important to give me some feedback. I see that you hear me, but please write me write me to the chat that you hear me well, and write me your city. Where are you from? That is also important for us to know your location. Thank you, guys. So first, you have to explore everything. Here is the most obvious and most common list of things you have to explore. Number two, modeling. I know a lot of 3D artists work like they build walls, floor, ceiling, maybe hole in the wall for future windows or doors, and start and set up lighting, shaders, everything. That's a mistake. You have to finish your model, completely finish your model. There is two reasons for that. First of all, because you have inspiration. And if you will if you'll use your inspiration on that moment, you will not have it when you'll finish your model. Why important finish your model? Because one simple thing, at the end of the project, we will send to our client some amount of pictures. So pictures, some amount of still images. Okay, animations, no matter, but that will be, even for animation, that would be like still image, that is one of the frames. So what is this? That is three things. Okay, four. First of all, composition. Second point, that is light and shadow composition. And number three, that is color composition. Okay, number four, that is detalization with shaders. Post-production, I even don't count because this is just a finishing, final accent of the picture. So you can't get amazing light and shadow composition without all objects, because every single object will give you some shadows, will give you some reflections, will give you something. So your scene have to be finished, and you have to be wait till the moment you'll finish your model. Okay, then art direction or general fitting. That is extremely important thing you have to learn how to do. Without shaders, important thing, you can't use any pre-built ready shaders, even from the models. I will show you today how to work with original shaders, but anyway, you have to know and you have to be ready to make your own shaders. Why that is important? Because of color composition. Composition means like a flower composition, bouquet, yeah? Bouquet, that is composition of flowers. So that is the flowers which suits each other in the bouquet, yeah? So color composition in the frame, that is the same thing, the same thing. All the colors together should suit each other. And you may ask me, Daniel, how to, I don't know, how to work with in situation when you have all the ready shaders. Why I can't use it? The simple answer is every single model was shadered by some artists for some lighting conditions. every single texture they used or they made, it was the texture they shot in some specific lighting conditions. Specific lighting conditions means, I don't know, one of them took the shader of texture of leather for this couch with a lot of light. Yeah, maybe that guy made the carpet shader with the lack of lighting, and together they will not match each other. They can make a picture of these textures with a, I don't know, different camera settings, with a different sharpness, with a different color correction. Yeah, so you have to make your color composition cohesive, and that is extremely important. That's why you have to be ready for that. So general feeling, that is your friend. What is general feeling? That is three things. That is composition of the frame, so position of camera, or better to say position of object in the frame. Number two, that is color composition of your, light and shadow composition, how you light your scene, and I will show you that of course. Number three, color composition, so pure colors without textures, just reflection and color, that's all. And after that, we move to the point number 4, that is texturing. In fact, every single texture, when we have general feeling, our picture already looks like almost finished result, just without texture details. Yeah, so we have to add all the textures, and we have to start with the most important, with the biggest shaders in your frame. So always, I know a lot of artists love to start with the most accent elements, like table, marble, I don't know, some specific something. It have no sense. You have to start with the biggest, like locally biggest textures in your frame. For example, carpet, for example, floor, for example, curtain, for example, couch, for example, that couch, something like that. Maybe then these bouclier, yeah, as I know, and maybe these hair and fur, maybe marble on the fireplace, and maybe some wood on the firewood. In fact, when you'll finish this, I don't know, 7 shaders, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 shaders, your scene will be finished. Because you don't need any specific decor textures for these surfaces. Yes, I add there some pages, yeah, texture for pages. But as you can see, we don't have any book covers, and you don't need it, because this is decor somewhere far from the camera. That is not so important. Yes, it's better to have it, but it shouldn't be, I don't know, like blue or purple something in the frame. That's obvious. So you have to be accurate with colors of your scene. And if you put to your scene like all the textures from all the different models you download somewhere online, it will be trash, to be honest. So please learn how to do general filling. That is extremely important thing. And only after that you can do post-production or animation. I will start with like short explanation. What is animation? Animation, that is when you have a camera and you move your camera, for example, from back to front with in this scene. Yeah, so you already have amazing scene, and you just move camera in this scene and render it, maybe from right to left, maybe from back side to front side, never mind, maybe some little more difficult or complicated movement, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's clear. What about post-production? Post-production is quite easy. I want to show you what I made for this picture and what is post-production. So that was a pure render. As you can see, it's not the bad picture, and I do not improve it with the post-production. I just make some accent in the places where I need them. So First of all, I usually add high pass. I will show you how to do that. Then I add some features with AI tools called Magnific. I love this feature, and as you can see, I do not modify it dramatically. A lot of people saying like, oh, AI can do everything. Unfortunately, that's a bullshit. Nobody can do amazing picture instead of you. You have to be smart enough, and you have to have passion and taste in what you do. So that is extremely important. As you can see, what for example, carpet. Let's take a look of the carpet. Yeah, here we have a carpet over here. But what I took from the AI, the carpet end, yeah, to make it more natural, because in 3D it's quite difficult to get amazing all the details. But right now AI can do that instead of me based on my picture. So my picture already looks nice. Looks really good. I just add details. The same with leather. Yeah, it's extremely difficult to model all these details in Marvelous Designer or whatever it is. It's extremely difficult, but here I can do it quite fast and easy. As you can see, these materials are from the render. That is not the AI. And even hair and fur the same, and everything. Please draw your attention to the backside couch. I do not modify it. I just add the details, which would be extremely difficult to do in the visualization, in the pure model. So, and you even can see the issues here with color, with something like that. But on the whole picture, nobody will will draw attention to that. And of course, the wood and some decor, plants, some natural elements like trees, rocks, something like that. AI, almost any AI can do quite great things with this. So you have to, that is our toolkit. So let's get started. As I told you, we're gonna start work with the right or correct prepared scene. What does it mean? That is scene optimized and cleaned especially for this frame. Yes, you may ask me, Daniel, we usually work with many frames in one shot, in one scene. Yes, that's true, but we have the rule called 90-degree lighting. So for example, if you have all the cameras directed from north to, or from south to north, yeah, so the lighting can comes, let me draw you something, from that area or from that area, yeah, and all the cameras from with this direction or with this direction will give us nice lighting. Also, if we will remove that lighting, and if we will work with camera from that direction, we also can get amazing lighting, and amazing shots, because we also have windows here and windows here, so the lighting will come from that both that sides. So in fact, we can get amazing shots like with all these directions, like from that one to that one, yeah? So 180 degrees of any possible camera position, and you will get amazing shots everywhere. So the question is, am I set up lighting for only one camera? No, I just set up camera based on one camera position. Yeah, but we can put cameras into the different positions, of course, and it also would be a nice frame. No, only one thing we will need to work with, that is a background, but background that is not something difficult. Okay, so I suppose that's clear. Okay. Let's go. We have to prepare our model, and here is everything ready. And I want to show you a few things here. First of all, that is glass. I will hide the glass for the moment, because because I don't see it almost. Yeah. So the glass is important if we see like huge glassing and a lot of reflection. But am I really see reflections here? I don't see it. So for now, it could be better to hide it. If I'll see big part of the window, I will open it again and set up the shader of the glass. That's clear. Then I want to show you another important thing. I research a lot of the nice models, really a lot. And unfortunately, I had no chance to find the really nice looking couch. Exactly this design, because that is well-known design, well-known furniture designer, and unfortunately. So that was the best model I found. But the original model shouldn't look like that. It have to look like these. And I made some corrections here. Of course, also together with that backrest, you can take a look. Yeah, you can pay attention here. I made it a little more flat because that is important for this decor. And you also have to understand, you can modify the elements as you need, and even more, you can move them, especially for camera. Even if you're a designer or you an architect and you build a nice floor plan and you want to show exactly this floor plan, you have to understand. We show the way you will show your interior and the way you will live in this interior, or another guys will live in this interior. That is two completely different things. Because in reality, photographers do the same. They can block lighting from some windows. They can move the chairs, tables, put their own decor, just to get more tasty shot. And you can do the same, guys. Don't shy to do that. That is extremely useful feature for us. Okay, so let's talk about general filling. What is general filling? Position of objects in the frame. Number two, light and shadow composition, and then color composition. So right now we work on general filling here. I will switch to F-Storm and go back to Vray just because I want to reset all possible settings and have like a absolutely clear scene. I'm going to attract your attention to the units setup. That is extremely important thing because every single time the units here and here should be the same. If you have different ones, you'll have issues with scale of your scene, and photons in your rendering will work not in a proper way, so it would give you not the best result. No, terrible result, let's be honest. Okay, then color, where is my color management? Yeah, over here. Please draw your attention in Corona render. When you work in Corona render, you can choose ACES method over here in a virtual frame buffer. Here you have to switch to ACES in the system. It will give you more flexible way to work with shaders, with textures, with lighting, with everything, but you have to do that. Please, by default, you have gamma workflow like that. And here 2.2, you have to switch to 3ds Max default. And here ACES CG. In fact, that's all. You can close it. After that, you will need to go over here and switch to OCIO, yeah, this one, and exposure. You shouldn't touch that one because even if you'll set up your lighting and it will look nice, when you'll save your picture, this option will not work. As you can see, display only. So that is only to show you something, yeah, not to save. But you have to you have to hit this button, save in image. That means all this option will be applied to the to your picture when you'll save. That will remove all your issues with saving your file. So you will add just automatic, which is by default recommended, and you will save your file with PNG 123. Never mind how exactly you'll call your file. That is important how you'll call your file, but I'll tell you that a little later, or maybe on the course. So and you will save your file in PNG name, and everything would be fine with the picture. So I think we can start. Always we have to start with HDRI. That is the HDRI we will use in this scene. I already have this scene, have this HDRI. I just show you what exactly I will use. You can use 4K because no any reason to use 16K for the interior. You will not see background at all. 16K, that is important for the directly visible skies for architecture, for example. Yeah, that's clear. So to start lighting, to start work with lighting, we have to create the Vray dome light. Vray light dome, yeah, over here, and just put it over here. You may say, Daniel, HDRI that is extremely long for render. That's a bullshit. If you'll make a test, Vray and even Corona the same, Corona Sky and Vray HDRI will give you the difference around 5, super maximum 10% of time. So that is not the topic we have to talk about, really. Everyone who say like Sky is faster, like yes, but it's faster just I don't know, 10%. So if you'll render 1 hour, instead of 1 hour, you'll render, I don't know, 1 hour, 10 minutes. So that is not extremely big difference. But yes, it would be a little faster. But quality will be way lower. That is the thing. Okay, so options. No. Map. Vray bitmap. Now I'm going to, I have here the interior Vray, yeah, that folder, far and field. As you can see, that is that HDRI map. Let me put it to the over here. Maps, general, color correction. I usually use exactly color correction. This color correction, not Corona color correction or anything else. Oh, guys, yeah. This course, my course, this video, this workshop, not about Vray, not about Corona, not about the F-Storm, and not about anything else. That's exactly about picture creation. You shouldn't copy my settings. Please forget about this. Copy my workflow, mindset, what I'm doing first, second, third, and which result I get on the every step. That what will give you, that what will improve your work. That is really important thing. So put it here. Then let me open camera. Oh my God, camera. And here I already have some settings because that is the camera I used for my original picture, but by default that is 100. That's all. So in fact, after that I can start work with lighting in Vray. So, and yeah, in addition, I wanna set up denoise. Denoiser unavailable. I have to. When I'll start rendering, it would be available function to add it. It should be there. Oh, that's because I already have it here. Yeah, render elements. Yeah, because I already have it here, so I can stop it. I can just delete it, turn it off, and I think, yeah, right now they will offer me to add denoiser to the scene. If you have like older version of Vray, you have to add Vray denoiser manually here. You will not have this function to add it. Somewhere here, Vray denoiser, where it is. Vray denoiser over here. Just hit OK and everything would be fine. But I will hit this button and it will be automatically added. Just one thing, I prefer to use NVIDIA AI denoiser. Let me I never cancel auto backup because that is extremely important thing. So NVIDIA AI denoiser, auto backup can save our lives. I suppose everyone know that. So that's all. I can start my render. Yeah. So here we have a few options how to make the picture lighter. Obviously we have some light, but it's quite dark. So we have camera with ISO, f number, and shutter speed. We have multiplier over here, and we have exposure over here. So we can work with all of them. Usually that is the last thing I work with here, exposure. Usually I start with multiplier over here, let's say 15, yeah, maybe 150, 120, I have no idea. So why not? That is completely fine to see picture like that. Then I know that I will add some sunlight, definitely, and I will add some lighting through the curtains. So I'll get some lighting over here, and I'll get some lighting here, and but I have to be careful with this. So let's wait a little. That is the starting point of general feeling, but even on that point we have to work with basic shader, because our basic shader already 188, so we can't make it lighter. So just imagine you have like white piece of paper, yeah, white piece of paper will have number around 200, 180, 200. So how to make something lighter than this? Have no idea, but our picture already looks like gray, so we have to do something with that. So for that I will make it even darker, because I need to have like a gap for make something lighter. Even more than white paper, I have to be able to have something like, for example, I don't know, sky. Sky should be lighter than white paper on the picture. Yeah, that's obvious. So I have to have that gap in RGB space. Okay, so I will make it darker. All the shaders in the world always have some level of reflection. So I will add some level of reflection, some medium level like that. And glossiness, I can switch to roughness. Everyone love roughness, and I don't know, all the world get mad on that. So let's use roughness. Never mind. The picture almost no changed, but anyway, I've got something. So that is important. Then this color over here in the update preview, let me update preview. This color over here is too dark, but that is not important. That is too dark. The important thing, this color should be more or less the same as here. Yeah, so I have to make my scene more or less compatible with the shaders I set up. So let's go to the camera, and I will make ISO a little lighter. Let's say, I don't know, 1000. Maybe it would be too bright. I don't know. I just have to start with something. Okay, no, that is obviously too much, and picture too contrast. Yeah, so 500. And you shouldn't forget the color we have over here. Where is it? No, let me open it. Yeah, over here. It should be like more or less the same here. That is important. And we have to have gap for lighting from sun. Yeah, so if we will have overbrights over here, right now it would be too bright for us. So let's make it so 500, that's too much. Let's say 200. Okay, so that is not bad starting point. Maybe a little 300, no? Maybe 250 should be, we have to be a little more accurate. Yeah. Okay, so the common color of our picture, let me show you something. The common color of the whole picture is let me merge visible, is filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Oh, I'm sorry, average. Filter, blur, average, like that. So that is the common picture color of the whole pixels, including cold lighting. So do you see here cold lighting? Maybe one of you will say something like, no, that's not true. Here's a quite cold lighting. And that is extremely important to see that and to have it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to add here some color. I think this picture can be a little lighter, and I will set one color for the beginning, even right now, but don't make it oversaturated. You shouldn't lost that color of light feeling. Oh, HDRI light. Why that is important? Because as you can see, here we have different colors. Here's a little more yellow, here's more blue. Somewhere you can find some purple tones. So that is color difference. Sky, Corona sky, Vray sky, a storm sky, no any sky will not give you that effect. That is extremely important to have detailization in every single step of your work. Yeah, detailization will give you realism. No any other things. If you rely on the, I don't know, PBR shaders, they will not give you, like, themselves. Only PBR shaders will not give you realism. You have to get realism in every single step of your work. Okay, that's clear. So, as you can see, I do not modify value. I modify just hue and saturation. I know that 22, that is orange colors. Yeah, usually I start with 22, 23, 25, some 27 sometimes. Okay, and I do not modify value. So with the value, I can get a lower, changing value, I can get different color. Like, I don't want to do that. And I never use that area to choose colors. That is completely mistake. And I have to get average color of the for whole scene. Yes, I know the couch should be more saturated, but ceiling have to be less saturated. So one more time, that is average color for everything. Yeah. Okay. So, but my scene is quite dark right now, so I have to make it brighter. How can I do that? First of all, I have to do it with curtains, because curtains will how to say that, will give us some light. Select similar, not give, of course, but they will refract, not refract. Give me the words, guys. I'm not a native speaker, as you understand, but I try to explain you as best as I can. Okay, so in Vray, for that we have to have the materials, Vray two-sided MTL, yeah, front material, and obviously the curtains shouldn't be so dark. Yeah, so I will apply that shader. Immediately it will give us some lighting, so it will be visible in reflection. So in general, our scene will not be so dark. That's good. And of course, I can make it a lighter in general. Yeah. Without removing that color. I mean, without changing that color. Yeah, on the same time, I mean. like that. So as you can see, I'm making it lighter and I've got the color. Right now that color is too orange, but I will modify it a little later. Okay, so another huge area we have to work with, that is ceiling and walls, because they are not so dark, yeah. But together with, I don't know, walls, that elements, this one. So I separate two different like general colors of my scene, and I plan to make them brighter. So now I will have this shader and another one. Okay, so I'm going to apply it. Guys, you have to understand, right now I'm explaining you every single step. When you work with this method, when you'll have a lot of practice with this method, you will do that in I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You just have to learn how to do that first. Okay, so I have to start interactive render because I have to see what I change in the moment. And let me make saturation lower, but no initiator should be completely desaturated. I have to apply it to the ceiling too, I think. No? Okay. And of course, I'll make it lighter. Okay, so it's obviously a little better, little whiter, little softer. Of course, I will work with floor, with ceiling separately, that's clear. But right now, I started to see the difference. Quite often, you will need to have a lot of lighting on the ceiling. Like let's be honest, your ceiling shouldn't be dark. Your ceiling have to be bright. So what do you have to do? You have to start not with everything on the bottom, but you have to start exactly with the ceiling. So let me update that preview. I will apply the whitest shader I can to the ceiling, like that, and I will work with whole scene to get exactly ceiling as white as I need, and just draw your attention to that area. Yeah, the floor over here already like a little bit too bright, so I will make these elements a little darker. Right now we working with extremely important part of the work. If you will do that correct, all the next steps will be easy and like completely easy to do. Okay, so what exactly? That is a general feeling. Little darker, a little more saturated, little darker, a little more saturated. What I'm doing, what I want to get balance between white elements over here and white ceiling. They should look more cohesive. Okay, I think that is too dark, but I want to get a little more color. Yeah, they should be like more like composition. So now it looks better, really better. What I want to do, I want to make overall picture darker. Select camera. And let me make the film speed a little lighter. So let's say 350. And what I'm focusing on ceiling first. Yeah, I have to make ceiling color correct. Actually, now is not the worst thing. Maybe 450. Okay, so guys, we started with one shader, with the gray one, and right now all the colors here is and half of the colors we made brighter. So to balance picture, we can make rest of the colors darker, but not all already. Yeah. For example, we can make the what we can do. I think the floor and the couch. Maybe I have to group it again, and I'll make it darker and more. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, darker and more saturated. Also, at the moment, I will work with reflection. That is extremely important to tune reflections at the moment when you will need it. Okay, so first of all, darker. You have to be careful. Never work with value and saturation together. Just make it darker. First, always tone. Tone, that is like value tone, no matter how you call it. That is the make it darker first, then add saturation. And the shader should look like the material you plan to do already on that stage. So it looks too dark, yeah? Now is not bad. Reflection, I don't like that reflection, so I will make roughness lower because I need the more glossy effect. Right now is the good time to start do that. The more reflection I'll add, the less color I'll see on the couch, on the leather. But I can make this color of reflection also little color red, like I don't know, little orange, and that will add me some extra effect. Let me do the same like that. So as you can see, it become more saturated and even nicer. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now the floor. Couch more or less okay. To be honest, I want to make it brighter, but I keep this some small amount of color place in the picture to add sunlight, because I will add sunlight over here, and if it would be too bright, I'll have no chance to add that light. So I have to make it a little bit more gray than it need to be at the end. Okay, so let me duplicate it, and I will apply new shader to the floor. I will make it a little bit lighter, maybe a little less saturated, and I'll work with it's always easy to add saturation and always difficult to remove, because your eyes love saturation. I would say even your eyes eat saturation, and when you desaturate your picture, it's immediately looks like, oh, that is not enough taste. That's true. You have to be careful with that effect. So already picture looks nice. We can see the future interior, and that's really good. I would say this fireplace have to be not so dark and not so colorful. Let me open material editor. Okay, where is it? That is, let me move it here. Let me apply it. I'm gonna desaturate it a little lighter, I think. And desaturate it a little more. Okay, and together with that, I want to get there some a little more intense reflection like that. Okay, I will add some I don't know, plant for the background, and it would be really good. So I don't want to make it lighter because I plan to add sunlight, and of course I still have a possibility to adjust my exposure and I don't know, anything, curves. I can add LUT, I can do post-production, no matter I can do. As you can see right now, I got all the effect of this picture only with colors and lighting. Only. That is extremely the most important thing. Because if you'll rely only on the tone mapping, which is post-production, yeah, but you will lose the core of the picture, and the core of the picture will look not amazing as it can be. The limit of your post-production effects will comes quite soon, and unfortunately you will not be able to make amazing picture. You will make just average Behance level picture. That is not our level for sure. So we have to now is the time to add some sunlight. V-ray sun. Let me add the of course now I want to get some sunlight in the windows over here, maybe on the curtains, and as you can see, I've got a lot of lighting, yeah, from the windows, and I've got a lot of warmness. I'm so sorry, yeah, and I want to get a little longer. Like sunset ray, not actually sunset, but just maybe a little longer sun rays, yeah, which will end over here. So it looks really nice. I don't want to even change anything. Maybe I'll add some tree on the background to get more rich shadows on the curtain on the background. But anyway, that is I really like this picture. It looks amazing. Let me add another sun because I really love that effect when I can play with the sun. You know what? I can play with a few different sunlights. Actually, that is not sun. You shouldn't think the sun, that is exactly sun, as in reality. That is just a light source with parallel rays. Just that. So you have to be like, don't get me wrong. That is just a technical feature. Okay, so filter. I will change to override to get like completely white lighting. Of course, second sun. Let me turn off first one, and I will work with the second one, which is that one. Yeah, I want to make it no, I don't want to highlight that area of the couch. So intensity, of course, way lower. That's clear. I don't know how low it should be, but anyway, way lower. And the size multiplier have to be, I don't know, bigger. Let's say 15, yeah? Why I need that? Because in that case, I'll get a lot of light in here, a lot of light in here, a lot of light in here, and everything, let's say, for free. So we shouldn't pay, and render will go even faster than with just pure HDRI or pure sky. Okay, so actually here we can do the same with that sun. We can reduce intensity of that sun, and we can duplicate it. For example, I will turn off that sun and I will duplicate it too, and I will move it a little like that. let me turn it off. Only that one. The second one, intensity, could be the same, a little smaller. And maybe I will, unfortunately, I hit F and it doesn't respond. So I have to wait a little, I suppose. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Let me direct lighting to the... No, I don't want to have lighting over here on that area, only there. Yeah, I just want to get lone shadows, and of course not so intense, just a little more interesting shadows of the background. Okay, size multiplier, let's say the same, like 16, I don't know, 20, 25, 40, it doesn't matter, to be honest. Maybe even way bigger. Yeah, in that case, I'll get more lighting, more interesting shadows, and of course, more lighting inside our interior. Yeah, which is quite good for us. I also can switch to override to get not so warm lighting. Yeah, and I can turn on again the sun as mid-8 sun. And I think the last one I wanna get, that is the lighting which will imitate reflection of the sunlight to the ceiling. How it's possible? For example, you're living in this apartment on the, I don't know, 3rd floor, and you have some car, and somebody parked their car, I don't know, next to your windows, and the lighting from sun reflect from the car's window or car's paint to your ceiling. Why not? Okay, in that case, you'll get something. But I have to find, yeah, over here, filter. But I don't want to have filter. I want to have override. I want to move it. Maybe intensity even higher, because I want to get that effect more intense. Maybe even more than 2. Now I have it here. Not enough, yeah? So maybe I'll take not a... Can I make it, put it under horizon? No, it will not work. Okay, so in that case, I will place there some V-Ray light, a plane, and I'm going to add there something like that with a different direction. Okay, let me imitate some nice effect with directionality, of course, way higher. I will start with 1, so direction would be quite high. And I will use target, because with target, I'll be able to set exact position of rays I want to have, light rays, of course. Oh, let me switch to light to not select the elements I don't want to have. Okay, so I think it'd have to be 1 meter here and around 3 meters here. Yeah, to make it more vertical. Okay, cool. Let me move it a little higher. Yeah, to get something like that. Maybe on the wall. As you understand, you can do all the same things in any render engine. So that is not about render engine, that's about building composition. Okay, so I really like that effect, but I want to make the high. Yeah, I want to make them it's longer. Let it be like that. So cool, and let me make it a little less intense, and that's all. Little less intense. Multiplier. Let's start with 1. Maybe a little bit not so sharp. Maybe 0.8 or 9. Not enough. Let's say 3, and let's say 90 something like this. 96. Maybe even 96 would be not enough. 96 not enough. 99. Yeah, not bad. So this is just a small accent to give me a little more natural effect of the picture, which is I think quite good. So the curtains. I think curtains should be a little lighter, because right now they are too orange, and actually I want to deal with that somehow to make them a little more, little darker, a little brighter. I'm sorry, a little whiter. Okay, and maybe a little more yellow. Let's say 26. I want to find the point where it, yeah. Okay, no, now it's too yellow, I think, yeah? Or not? What do you think about it? No, 30, 26. Let's try 24. Okay, so now it's the picture looks really good. Maybe the super last thing of the general feeling. Right now, I want to remind you, we are working on general feeling. And I want to make it okay, let me duplicate it. I will apply shader. So I want to make it not so bright and not so dark, not so white as carpet and ceiling, but also it should be something gray on the background. That is not the main important object in the frame. It should be something on the background. That is their place, and that is what they have to be. So I really like what I see right now. So I think now is a good time to add some improvements. Let me add some customers browser. Where is my customers browser for Vray? Customers browser for Vray is over here. I will find any we improve your experience. Start with a tour. No, later, never. For example, furniture, plans. I need something high. Tall. Something tall, for example, like that. I never use it as you can see. Maybe I'll find something I already don't know. No, 91%, 91%, 96, 90, 90, 90 faster, please. Yeah, put it there. I never use a proxy like import this mesh because I want to see the shape of it. Oh, let me lights, Control A. I will put all the lights to the additional layer called 1001 lights. Oh. Lights. And I don't know, maybe hide them like that. Cool. Let me move it a little lower, and let me find the place where I'll get the nice effect. Here. Maybe I'll get there some shadows on the curtain, which is good, and maybe I'll get some reflections in that wall. So I will never keep the original shader. That is a extremely terrible moment, but I will replace it with I don't know, with the basic shader I have. Why? Because that is important to keep color composition. If I'll destroy my color composition, oh, it would be terrible. But I will keep the original shader, of course. Let me apply it here. Let me go back to 3. Let me keep that one. Take that one. And I will apply the same but new one. Okay, and here I have opacity map. Opacity map, that is thing that I need. I think that is the only thing I need. Here I have multi object, multi material. I don't need anything for trunks. I'll just remove it because I will not see it in the picture. That is together part of optimization and color composition. So let me put it here and here, and I'm going to use only these two. I think they are similar now. So that is the leaves number 1, that is the leaves number 2. Okay, so my leaves have to be a little bit different. Okay. And I will self-illumination, no, opacity. And here the same. Opacity. Okay, now I can apply that shader. Okay, and the super last thing I want to do, that is I'll create new color maps, Vray. Vray color. I'll put there that color, and I will apply it to all of them to make it easier to change the color of the trees on the background together with opacity. So it's a tricky little, but everything is tricky. I never told that is easy or stupid. That is cool method, and it's a little tricky too. Okay, so here I have nice reflection, which is not solid and nice. Over here also I have some green background, and I suppose over here I'll have some shadows, but I don't see any specific shadows, and no matter. Okay, so I can change that. Oh, I can remove all of these. I don't need them at all. And I will make it a little greener. You have to remember that thought. You shouldn't make it green. You have to make it greener. Just a little more green than it is. You can make them a little darker, I don't know, brighter, whatever. But the most important thing, you have to keep the overall color composition of your picture, because if you'll destroy it, nothing will help you to make your picture good. Okay, so I suppose that's clear. After that is a good time to work with some adjustments here. Let's say just a little exposure, contrast. Am I need any contrast? To be honest, no. Highlight contrast. I don't need any contrast too. Lens effect for sure. Yes, I want to have this effect, not too intense, but default is quite nice also. Sharpen blur, yes, but I don't want to make it sharper. This I turn on this feature just to make it less sharper. Maybe just, I have to say softer. Okay, so in addition to that, I can add some white balance, because I think maybe I have to get a little colder exterior lighting. Yeah, like that. Actually, not bad. Exposure. A little lighter. And just a little higher contrast. Just like that. It looks quite nice. I completely fine with that. It's okay. So now that is the final part of the general feeling. Guys, we started work with general feeling in the 30 minutes. So it takes 45 minutes for this frame. But this picture, as you can see, already looks natural and amazing. We just have to add texture details. And just remember, during all the time, I'm explaining you what you have to do. Without this explanation, you are like, I can do that during 10 minutes for sure. So that is a quick way to do pictures. Yeah, but this workshop, that is like part of education, so I have to explain it, and that's why it's a little longer than it should be. To be honest, I want to make the couch a little brighter, but I think that might be little bit next step. So I'm going to stop the render, and from that moment I will work with you know what, I want to move this lamp from the shadow to get some tiny touch of lighting, because I think it would be nicer. Let me find the place. Let me find the place where I see. As you can see here, we have like a shadow and light. I want to get the same over here. Maybe because of denoiser, I don't see it. Yeah, but I suppose it would be visible here. Let me move it a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so in that moment, let's work with floor. Create wood. Yeah, for every single shader, I always file save as. For every single shader, no, for every single like a block of shaders, I create new folder. Recover, no, that is not recovered. That is one desktop save, because right now I'll start with shaders and maybe I'll get crash. That is completely normal situation. I suppose all of you know that 3ds Max can crash sometime. Okay, so maps, general, multi-texture. Of course, this floor is prepared for multi-texture. I suppose you know that. If you don't, welcome to render.camp professional course. We will tell you everything you need about it. And here we have two different, let me show you, list type of boards. No, just one. Okay, so let me open it. And yep, all the links to the assets I use, you'll find in the description to this video. That is the textures I use. That is the collection. You can buy it here. And yes, guys, if you're not used to buy assets for 3ds Max, welcome to reality. You have to, and not just because you have to pay for assets because they're like payable. Yeah, no, because the best assets you can get to have the best possible pictures always yeah. So like, you, of course, all of us know you can find some free versions somewhere, or free versions. Yeah, but that would be something old because somebody downloaded and after 2 years they was released and publish it somewhere. You have to use the most modern, the most professional quality assets. That's true. Okay, maps, general, color correction. And I'm gonna put it to the reflection first. Of course, I will just iterate it. Like that. Oh, only one thing. I have to apply copy of the shader. Yeah, because I already made some mistake. Okay, so and now I have to find the place where I will see the reflections and tune it a little. You know what? I want to apply. You may ask me, Daniel, why you do not apply diffuse? I will apply diffuse, but just to check is the all textures looks good together. But yes, not bad. I just don't like that one. It is too yellow. But others looks quite good. So let me bring them back. Okay, and I will duplicate this color correction. So I will work with reflection first. To the biggest shaders, you have to draw as much attention as you can. Sometimes nice wooden shader can take 1 hour to set up, but you have to get amazing quality results. So let me do that too. Advanced, that is I want to make it a little more reflective. Of course, it shouldn't be glossy, but it should be like visible. And after that, let me put to, not reflection glossiness, roughness. Now it's roughness. Okay, and as you can see, I'll start see a lot of nice, but this thing is not something I really like. So I will stop render. I will create new general. Yeah, that is typical thing when we work with Vray and okay, we will do it. We will open it right now. So yeah, it's boring moment, but anyway, we have to be ready for that. That's why I saved my scene before I started work with floor, because one more time, because that is quite typical thing, unfortunately. So let me read a few comments you wrote me. In this video going to be available to watch later. Let's work here. For people who want to get professional and they already have base information, is the course. Yes, that is the course only for not for beginners. We do not accept beginners to this course. We have additional course beginners for guys who want to start learning something in this profession. Professionalization course, that is for professionals who already do pictures but who want to create pictures in the high-end level. We talk about that. We do not explain how to move boxes or how to use your, I don't know, keyboard or mouse to navigate in your environment. That is the course not about that. The course exactly about details, about important details, tasty details, materials, general, or maps, general, multi-texture. How much is it? At the end of the workshop, I'll show you prices. Don't get me wrong. Right now, we are focusing on the visualization exactly, but view large. Let it be large. So I will take not all of them, but I will take all of them, but without the brightest. Without, I don't know, I will not take this one, yeah. I will take more solid. Oh, my colleague just sent you the link and you can check all the details about the course, including prices and schedule and everything there. Okay, so let me put it here and here. And now I'm finally able to remove first one without crash, I mean. Okay. Let me start new render. I will hide the history. I usually don't use it. I always first set up reflection. That is important thing. And as you can see, it already looks nice. Yeah, we have some details here. I don't have a time to wait a lot to check what I have, but to be honest, from my practice, I know it will looks good because that is the method. It always works. Maybe just a little. Yeah, to make it not so glossy. Yeah, like that. Okay, after that I have to apply new color correction, of course. Vray. No, general color correction. Advanced. I can immediately make it darker. I already see it's too red, so I will make it more yellow, like that. Even darker. I think right now it would be too saturated. Let's check it. No, it looks quite nice. Maybe even a little more saturated. Yeah, now it's quite cool. So another huge element in the picture, I would like to remind you, we always move from biggest to smallest elements. Yeah, always. So next one is a carpet. Create new carpet. I want to show you where I took the shader. That is another amazing guy. I had a pleasure to meet him this summer on the World Viz Fest, where we took the speech, both of us took the speech there. And that is the his website. And actually, that is not exactly this carpet, because the carpet I used have only one color. But unfortunately, I can't find here that texture anymore, but that is completely the same carpet with without these stripes, yeah, just with one color. So I want to show you how to make it. It's extremely easy to do. This is, you have to create just a flat plane and apply displacement over here. And together with displacement, you have to apply opacity. Yeah, here is opacity. So I'm going to apply it again. Opacity. And of course, diffuse color. That is the, let me show it to you. Open. So as you can see, that is completely the same, but without stripes. Maybe maybe you have to watch a little more carefully on the website. Maybe I spent not enough time on it. But anyway, that is the texture from that website. And change material map type and the general filling, color correction. Oh, general color correction. Okay, so as you can see, that is the original one, the original color. That is the color I applied. So obviously I have to make it darker. So even without test render, it's understandable, yeah? So let me make it darker. And I can even compare it. Yeah, more or less the same. A little less saturated it should be. Yeah, let me compare, let me apply. Yeah, the same, but with detalization. That's why we have to get general filling stage. That's all. The settings of the displacement is quite simple. Amount 30, map, nothing difficult. Yeah, and we can check the result we will have. Okay, I have a question. There is a lot of great materials, for example, on Polygon. Why we still need to use multi-texture? Because it's better. That is only one reason why we have to. I love Polygon, to be honest. And if I can find for this particular project something on Polygon, I will definitely download. But for these particular goals, I found textures in a different place. Why I use exactly CG source? Just because I used to work with CG source. If you can do the same or better quality with textures from Polygon, feel free to do that. But I like to work with these. Yeah. Another important thing I want to draw your attention, that is the shadow gaps. Shadow gaps, that is something extremely intense impact to your picture. You have to have everywhere different shadow gaps between floor and carpet, between table and carpet, between I don't know, couch leg and the carpet, everywhere. Here we don't have. That is my mistake, but anyway, you have to have them literally everywhere. Okay, so I forgot to check only one thing. Am I like the carpet? Yes, why not? Okay, so next one. What the next one? I think the couch exactly would be the nice next one. Here I have some metal elements, so I will apply quite quick something black, something metal. For black metal, I have to have value black. Or a little bit higher. I don't want to have like metal effect, exactly like polished metal, like chrome or something like that. But anyway, it should be metal together with anisotropy. I always use anisotropy. Roughness a little higher, of course, like that. That's not because I know the exact numbers I have to use. That is just because I have a lot of experience and I understand the metal pipe over here should be a little more glossy. It's black. Maybe even higher. I don't like the fact I lost the color, so I'll keep the reflection color just a little. Yeah, I don't want to make it yellow. I just want to keep the same color composition everywhere. So now it's good. Now it's good. Oh, I forgot to show you some tricky thing. I can. Where is my wood? Over here. So I can stop render. I can take any element. I know that I'll have a few wooden elements too, and I can copy that shader. I will apply only one word there. Where you actually why one? I can apply a few. Okay, let me try apply even the same the same. Yeah, it would be really nice, but I will add there. That is a tricky thing for those who already still with us. Material by element, random distribution, something like that, never mind. And every single lag will have random texture from this list. And of course I worked with the mapping of them before, of these lags before workshop. So the mapping here is completely fine, but that is a tricky thing. We will get the same texture shader as we have on the floor on the legs, but I think it should be darker. So maybe I think I will copy this one, yeah, like that, and let me apply it again. That's why it's extremely important to prepare your scene for future work. I'll make it even darker here, like 0.35 or 25. Maybe desaturate it a little. Oh, maybe that is too dark. Maybe 30, 0.3. What do you think about it? Okay, let me apply that one. It's already applied, yeah? Okay, so anyway, I have to check. Come on. Okay, I want to check that area. Too dark, yeah. Too dark, but come on, guys. Everyone understand how to deal with that, yeah? To make it lighter. It's our composition, so I'll keep it like that. So, what's next? What's really interesting? Because I understand we have limited time, and I honestly want to thank you that you join us today. That is important for me too. The big area here is the window. So let's work with curtain and create curtain. That is select similar. I'm going to duplicate it. And only one thing I'll do, that I will add translucency map here. Vray bitmap. And I will add, I will show you which one. That is completely free shader. You can download it for free from that website. Just go to that place and do that. Boom. Where is it? Oh, here. Diffuse texture. Just diffuse texture, nothing more. And let me check the scale. Oh, okay. Obviously, it should be a little bit smaller. Yeah. Let's say 3 times smaller. Okay. And of course, we will need should render picture a little longer to see the effect of this translucency. I'm not sure the interactive render will show us that, but anyway, in some time, maybe a little bit later, we will see the difference. Anyway, we already have some difference, but that is too small resolution to see something detailed. But anyway, we will get effect just like that, but not so intense. Okay, so next one is the couch. Nothing difficult. The first thing, the same as wood, it should be the leather. Leather. Okay, I have to take the shader. I have to duplicate it, apply new one. Oh, not to the curtains. Come on, please. Let's be quicker a little. I want to finish this workshop in that century, in this century. Okay, so I have to take all the small details. Okay, cool. That is important. Reflection and refraction roughness. But I will apply it immediately to the roughness because I don't want to have reflection maps. But where is it? It's here. So that's good. Change material map library, color correction. Okay, color correction. Keep all map as submap. Advanced. It should be, as you understand, it shouldn't be so glossy. Oh, it should be brighter. Okay, so I just want to compare that one and this one. Yeah, so it should be even bigger, higher. More or less. It's okay, and I will add maps. Oh, I wanna wait a second. I have to check the scale of the map. Usual problem of 3ds Max, but anyway, we know how to deal with that. To apply shader. Not bad. But if it could be too big or too small, we can change the size over here. In the course, of course, we have a lessons about unwrap and mapping on these kind of surfaces. Right now, I don't want to spend time on that. Of course, I shouldn't use it on the diffuse. Instead, I will upload just texture. Texture, maps, general, color correction. Let me put it here. And of course, I will adjust it over here a little warmer, yeah, and darker. Not bad. Too yellow, yeah. 5. Not bad. And I will, in most cases, I will mix the texture with the color, but a little bit later when I will, to be honest, for real project, I will do that after I'll make a test render. Because exactly test render will show me where I have mistakes. Yeah. To be honest, when I work with the renders, I usually create some whole list of the issues I see on the picture, and I even do not re-render every single change. For example, I do render for 2 hours, for example, or 1 hour during lunch, during night, never mind. When I open the file or render, I check all the list of like lighter curtains, darker couch, I don't know, remove this texture, add some texture shader here, and I will just make all the corrections. When I worked with this scene, when I made the first attempt of this scene, after first render, I noticed 25 mistakes. 25. This is a new notebook, so I can show it to you, but in the previous one, I had the whole list. And all these 25 issues or mistakes I fixed thanks to that method just in a less than 20 minutes. Just not rendering, just to making that adjustments I noticed and decided to fix. Okay, so let me render couch. I think it should be a little lighter. Okay, not so red, definitely. Okay, let me make it a little lighter. So let me back to 1. Way more yellow, like 9. No, I'm sorry. No. But why not? Maybe a little darker. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, cool. Let me remove that. Oh, it looks quite nice even here. So let me make it just a little lighter, for example, 95. little more saturated, like 240. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, looks good. And I will put back the texture. I think it's too visible texture. I don't want to see so intense texture, so I'll use like 50% of this texture. Come on. Why numpad doesn't work? Please, okay, 50. Okay, looks like my keyboard doesn't work, but I have no idea why. No, it works. You see my hotkeys. Why? Never mind. Let it be like that. Okay, so tell me, please, guys, the two shaders you want to work with today. I'll do that because I don't want to work with all of them, because obviously I already showed you the most important thing I want to show. One more time, this workshop about method, not about the finishing exactly this interior. So if you want me to show you any shader, feel free to write me too. I'll choose and I'll do them. Marble. Let's take that one. I'm going to duplicate them. I'm going to apply Vray bitmap. Nothing difficult, just I don't know where I took this shader, to be honest, texture, to be honest. This is just a texture I had. It looks nice. I will just mix it with color a little, like that, 80, because it's just too contrast. I don't want to have such an intense contrast here. Okay. Okay, so let me I don't know, duplicate that one, and I will apply another texture. I guess that one, and I will also apply it to that table. Of course, I already have here mapping and other details, so it would be a little easier. I will not use 80, maybe 90 or 95, because this is the center of the picture. It should be a little more contrast. Okay, now it looks really good. That element should be the same color as couch. Okay, I'll do that. The table over here, as you can see, I'm not joking. That is when everything ready, it's completely quick to work with the ready geometry and with the ready elements. That one, it's also black, but I'm not sure it should be exactly black. So let me try to apply. And you may say, Daniel, that's not fair. In reality, we have some specific textures. That's not true. You can replace your specific textures on the not important objects to the just procedural shaders, and everything will be fine. Because really important object, that is in this picture, for example, that is the carpet, floor, couch, and that element, yeah, the curtain. Maybe boucle and hair over here, but not everything else. And you can be okay with that. But I want to make it a little more yellow, maybe more glossy, a little higher IOR to get it. Not so, but yeah, a little more attractive like that. Maybe more orange. Yeah, just like that. I think it would be too much. Where you download background images from? Background image, that is not background image, that is the Chaos Cosmos browser picture. Okay, so nobody wrote me anything about the shaders, but we almost finished the material. That wouldn't be black one. The glass we should have here mirror. So let me apply the quickest mirror in the world. That one, I'm not sure I need any color here. I will remove it almost fully. Okay, but I want to have here's some metal elements. Okay, I'm not sure these ones should be metal, but let's do that. We'll apply it, but I think a little higher. Reflection a little less. Like that. I think it would be nice. Okay. Let me check the so that was extremely quick, yeah. And we shouldn't do anything more difficult, I think. That element and that element, I think it should be black, but here we have marble, and we can apply that marble to that shelves. Of course, it could be some specific shader, but I think I'll apply the same. I'll make it lighter. Yeah, just not so gray because it should be a little whiter. Color correction like that. A little lighter here. Come on. It looks quite nice. Okay. What else? Oh, here we have a quite big couch. It's easy to do some fabric materials. Oh, come on, please, no. I just scared that we will crash our file. Our file. Okay, so that. Oh, also I forgot the carpet. I forget to apply carpet to that plane. Okay. Fabric. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to remove that one. What do you think about our picture? Copy, diffuse. The most important thing for the fabric, that is file off and bump. So let's add it. Paste and paste. So two the same colors here, and I think it's obvious what exactly I plan to do. Yeah, I'll make that one a little lighter. And that one just a little darker, a little more saturative. But now it's easy to work with all these shaders because we already have the idea behind the each decision we do. We have a general feeling. After that, that is just a technical adding textures. Okay, so that's nice. Let me make it a little more, little smaller. Let's say 3 or 4 times smaller, yeah? Obviously, that is a little bit too big. Oh, I don't want to have maps, general, color correction. I think even that one, it should be brighter because that is too dark. Yeah, so let me make it advanced. Let's say 1.3 and a little more color add. Okay. Oh, saturated, I mean. And that one, let's say advanced 2. A little more saturated 2. Looks like not enough saturation. On both, it looks like too dark. 1.6 and here is 2.5 or something like that. Maybe 80% here and 50% here. So that's quite good. Let me show you the, I know all of us love to work with boucle like that. To be honest, I want to make it a little more, a little lighter. And yes, I want to have, here I already have some displacement. It looks like I have no any map here. Yeah or no? But no, I have. I want to show it to you. I can't give you link to this texture just because I don't have the link to this texture, but you can take a print screen right now, and maybe you'll find with the texture, with the print screen and regional texture. I think on the textures.com I found it. So maybe you'll find there this texture. Anyway, we'll apply it here, and as I already have it, to be honest, I think on the final render with a huge resolution, I'll get the picture. Okay, so to be honest, I don't want to do anything else. I suppose you understand how to do that, and we can start render with the final quality. Why I don't want to finish it? Because it's obvious how to apply, I don't know, all the other textures. Method would be the same. My main purpose is to show you the method. I don't want to think, I don't want to do everything instead of you. I want to show you the way, but you have to pass this way because that is like your way of samurai, your road. You have to pass it. Try this method, and right now I'll be able to answer all your questions. But before, yeah, here we already have displacements, which is good, and we will start render, and you will see the quality of Corona render with I would like to draw your attention. This is 5K render in a Vray with denoiser, and you will see what we will get in I don't know, 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we will have more or less final quality, which we can send to the client and confirm. Of course, we will have mistakes, and I even may show you which mistakes we'll have. I forgot to replace these light spots to the white color. We don't have any shader on this decor and on that decor. We don't have hair and fur over here. We don't have a shader on the wooden firewood, and we don't have shader on the holders and metal elements here. That's completely fine. We can spend another, I don't know, 15 minutes to work on that, but I don't want to do that. One more time, my main goal is to show you how you have to think with the picture. If you'll accept this method and you'll start work in this method, you'll get amazing result. So let me show you the picture. We will get more or less the same as this one, without some elements, but quite similar, maybe a little bit different. Yeah, we can even compare it after a few passes, like after 3 or 4 passes, we'll get quite clear picture, clean picture. Of course, it would be better to render it a little longer, but anyway. Okay, so we will get something like that. What I'm gonna do with this picture, I will remove all these layers, and that is just a gray material with the first color. Okay, so let me duplicate it. So what I'm gonna do first, the first thing I'm gonna do, that is desaturate that one, apply it as soft light. Even sometimes I can use that tool with not so huge intensity, opacity. But anyway, right now I'm adding it to a little different thing. High pass. High pass with a quite huge, that is 5K render. You have to understand, with a lower resolution, this radius would be smaller. I think something like that would be good for this particular picture. Yeah, and I will make it a little less intense. As you can see, it gives us more accurate details. I want to work with overall curves to make picture a little softer. Just like that. Okay. After that, I will save this picture. Yes, I don't make the deep post-production for the picture because no any mistakes here. Oh, as you can see, that is the result of curtains with translucency map. I showed you the same method. Save. Recovered, let's say 2. As you can see, I save it with 2500. I'm sorry. After that, we have to go to the I use Magnific. I love that website, but you can use Crea, you can use, I don't know, anything else. Bum, 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 bum. General feeling, where is, that is our picture. Open. And I will use for films and photography, Magnific Illusion, 6, 2, film photography, 6, 2, maybe 6 too much, 5. And then immediately 3 and 1, and also upscale. This is 2 different upscale. In fact, what is this? What is Magnific? Magnific is upscaler, so we can get higher resolution picture. But as you noticed, I reduce resolution twice and upscale it twice, so I'll get the same resolution, but made with real pictures. Yeah, of course, this feature will destroy some details. It's never mind, because I need exactly small areas, as I showed you in the beginning of this workshop. Okay, so let us check the render. Yep, that is the picture we already got. Of course, denoise destroying some details right now, but anyway, guys, with all explanation, with all talking, with all long conversations and explanation what exactly we have to do, it takes 2 hours, even less with introduction, which also took some place time. I'm sorry. As you can see, that is nice intensity and nice mapping. Everything is quite nice and quite the same as we had over there. Let me save the file as I showed you. Automatic. I just want to be sure that everything good with our method to save file. Yeah, as you can see, it's already clear. The file have the same gamma, the same colors as we had. Okay, and I can open it here. I think the overall color a little bit different, yeah, and the picture a little bit darker. So, of course, the picture is a little bit different. Okay, that's completely fine, completely normal situation when the picture a little bit different, yeah, because I choose everything in a different way, a little bit different position of lights. Here I mixed the shader with a different. I mixed it with the color 80% here, but here I see it's like 30% or something like that. The floor, I mixed floor with the color a little more intense. Yeah, but that is one way to think. That is another way to think. So yeah, I moved that one a little. And I think over here, I've got the lighting, so that lighting can give me something, some lighting here that would be a nice idea too. But in general, that is quite the same thing. Yeah. In some places, this picture looks even better. Okay. So I may stop this picture. Obviously, that is a good result, and everything like that. Yeah. Okay, so let me open the Magnific and let me check the details it give us. Yeah. Okay. So that one is a little better in the details over here. Floor is too dirty to take. I would say I would say 1 and 0 for the floor, for example. But that one is really good. That one is really good in the detail, so I'll save it. Let me check which is better. I think both really nice. That is just a why the wood flooring flooring texture washed away in the right side is the in the renderings, not the AI upscale picture. Let me check. I'm not sure what does it mean washed up. Maybe with like our stream, you have a little lower resolution of the picture, but I can't say it washed up. On the right over here, maybe over here, maybe that's because of the reflection. You can work with reflection on in a little bit different way. I don't know. Okay, anyway, here we obviously have like a nice areas and obviously bad areas. Of course, we can't take the whole picture like that. And Magnific and most of AI features can't work nicely with textures and with the textures with specific like lines. They will always destroy that lines. But the ends, like here, it always would be a little better, and areas like that. So the goal right now is to explore the areas which is good and take them, and not take areas which is not good. So for example, I really like this firewood, it looks good. Carpet and looks good, I really like it. What else? Some areas over here looks good, of course. And some areas over here looks good. Not all of them, yeah? So let's work. I will apply some Control I. I will invert map. And I will take just some areas, maybe even with of course I can make also some color. No, opacity is not good. Some color adjustments. I don't wanna. Okay, quite accurate. Here it would be easier. The highlights with these features would be really nice. I think I'm gonna make it a little bigger. I just don't wanna have the seam here because that is not a regional one. So I have to find a way to mix them. Okay. Also carpet and maybe even smaller, yeah. I have to be careful with the wooden part on one hand. Okay. The firewood is also could be nicer and more detailed, of course, with AI features. Maybe not everywhere. And quite often, the end of the curtains could be nicer over here from the both sides, and over here. But you have to be careful because it's easily can add some elements which you generally don't have. So you have to be careful with that. So other things looks quite good. So with these features, I just add some details. And at the last moment, I really love to add some a little more intense lighting in the areas where I have fur and flowers. Here we have no flowers, of course, but we have fur. So I'll do that maybe with softer opacity brush. Yeah. Maybe some areas have to be lighter to don't make it picture too dark. Just some areas. That's all. Okay. I just want to remind you the picture we made during the class is completely the same. Yeah, a little bit different in some areas, maybe the balance a little bit different too. Maybe we have to make carpet a little lighter, but we can do the same with that feature, yeah. And we will get it a little lighter. So that is not a difficult thing. The difficult thing is to catch the emotion which we will provide till the end of the work. Yeah, that is important, and that is extremely important thing. So guys, as I told you in the beginning of this workshop, we have a big professionalization course. All this course, I share with you all my experience and that method regarding on completely different pictures. One more time, this course is not for beginners. If you just start your career, you have to go to the beginners course. If you advanced user, if you confident in 3ds Max, you're not absolutely happy with your pictures, welcome to our professionalization course. This course for professionals for whom we shouldn't explain the basics. We work with second layer of information. We work with composition. We work with lighting. We work with general feeling. Work with shaders. We work with general workflow. We try to speed up your work. We try to make your work more efficient, more effective, faster, quicker, and the final goal is to make every single picture in your projects higher quality. All the pictures you see right now, that is the pictures of our students. And that is not mine. I can show you the pictures I showed in the previous course. Every single course that is 15 students' scenes. So that is not pre-built by me. That is not pre-recorded some. Yeah, we have pre-recorded block of information, lessons about lighting, about shaders, about modeling, about post-production, animation. Quite often we add some new information, we record new lessons if that is necessary, because we live here, yeah, and we really interesting to teach you because we also teach people who will work with us. I can promise you that we will hire you. That's like, for us, that's not true. Some guys offer, quite often they lie, job for everyone. That's not true. And I can promise you the work with our company, but the best students we take to our studio and we work with them. That's a usual situation. Like 2, 3, 4 students from every course we take to the Fortis Vision and work with them long time. That is the thing. So if you want to do these kind of pictures, if you want to learn how to do that, if you want to have practice where I will navigate you with your personal projects, with your personal weaknesses, and we will find your weaknesses and improve them and make them your strength, welcome to render.camp. All the pictures you'll see on the page, that is our students' pictures. That is the thing. So we have pre-recorded lessons, around 70 lessons like that. But one more time, not so important how many lessons. The most important, the mindset you can get there from that lessons. If you'll need more lessons or some specific lessons, I always open to record something new. And live classes, 3 lessons a week, live lessons a week, like this, but together with my personal comments, but I will work on your project. Then every single day I record during the course, during 5 weeks, I record video comments to your personal project. So why it's important, why it's better to join the course than visit our workshops? Because you will work and I will navigate you. I will show you where is your mistakes and what exactly you're doing wrong. And that's the strength of the course. That is the thing will give you result. Result is most important thing. Just hear something, that's not enough. I suppose you understand it. You have to learn how to do it. To do it with. You have to put that information into your every single day experience. That is important thing. That's what we're doing. Another work of our students. Lesson library, you can explore what exactly we have there, but to be honest, that is old block, and some of these lessons we already removed, some of them we already add. Just watch this block as a foundation. Yeah, you will have all this information, maybe in a different list, in a different places, never mind. And one, as I told you, if you'll need some additional lessons which we don't have even in that list, I will record. That's not a problem. So usually we work with 5 different scenarios, let's say, not only lighting conditions. We always start with overcast interior lighting because that is foundation. Foundation, that's not means it's simple. Foundation, that means that it's first you have to learn how to do that. Overcast interior lighting. Overcast, that is a foundation of understanding of light and shadow composition. That is the simplest way to learn how to build light and shadow composition. That is first week. We work first week with Corona, Vray, and F-Storm. Every single week we work with Corona, Vray, and F-Storm. So first week, that is overcast interior. Second week, that is sunny day interior. in fact, that is quite similar to the overcast plus sun. So that is just a little bit more difficult like skill set. Not because sunlight give us some extraordinary difficulties, but sun, that is not just a light source. That is a way to attract viewers' attention and get some emotion. We have to know how to work correct with that emotion. Not every single scene should have sun. And of course, exposure and shadows and the color composition would be different. Yeah, so we have to learn the difference between overcast and interior light and sunny day lighting. Artificial interior lighting. Usually, when like I suppose all the students will have, or no, some of students will have artificial lighting in their projects, and I will take them and I will show based on their project how to build pictures like that. Underground, semi-artificial lighting, different conditions, completely different. Better to say unique interior lighting conditions where we have different. Sometimes it could be sunset, sometimes it could be completely artificial. So all depends on the projects you'll take for the course. Then on the 4th week we move to the sunny day architecture lighting. Sunny summer day, that is the most common thing you have to learn about architectural visualization. That is 95% of the projects. Sunny summer day. I know a lot of artists love and quite often ask me about Daniel, what about fog, what about night, what about something like, I don't know, sunset. That's quite interesting topic, and of course we have it on the 5th week, but if you'll take these projects. But 95% of your real commercial projects, that is sunny summer day, and you have to learn how to do it quick, fast, and amazing. That is the thing. And of course, on the 5th week, we move to the unique exterior lighting situation or conditions: overcast, sunset, night. On the 5th week, I show you how to do that. When the most of educational programs focusing on the interior or architecture, we offer you both. When the most of educational programs all over the world show you only one render engine, we show you many. When many, like I think all the educational programs offer you just the technical tools, we offer you mindset and result. That is the thing, and that is important. So guys, please, that is our support team. Ira Ostrovska, which is author of the beginner's course, also would be there. Evgen Shabalin, professional 3D artist, will help you with all technical issues. Anna Globina, the girl who is responsible for all the things you're in course, where's the files, how to download, she will help you immediately to understand the things. And me, welcome. I'm the professional 3D artist, architect, son of architect, and grandson of architect. And I have quite a lot of experience in architecture, visualization. In visualization, I have more than 18 years of experience. I mean, commercial visualization, 18 years of experience. Yes, I started since 17 years. That was my first commercial project. Now I'm 36. Like that. So that is feedback from the different people. You can also check the feedback on the website over here. That is new students who finished the courses. You can hit any of them and you can read feedback. We do not write these feedbacks. That is feedbacks of the real people who just finished the course. You also can check how to do that. Render.camp in Google. I have no idea how to do that. appointment, no, read reviews. You can check reviews over here. Different ones, some of them not good, some of them good. For example, this guy not happy with our course. God bless you. But most of them happy, because really we work a lot, we work hard, and if you ready to work with us, and if you're ready to receive that information, and you're ready to listen, because sometimes, yes, we work with professionals, with professional 3D artists, and of course you have your own workflow and you may disagree with something. I will try to show you why something in your methodology or your method doesn't work. Sometimes your ideas or your workflow can make your can be better than I don't know, the things I showed you for your particular project. We will navigate you and you will get better pictures for your portfolio. The goal is to make you better. So if you yeah, that is the pictures. Just our previous course just finished. The deadline was on Tuesday, 2 days ago, and not everyone already upload their works, but that is the pictures from the just a new one, just brand new pictures they just finished. So that is the quality of the latest course. All the guys who finished course on time will receive diploma exactly before deadline. That is extremely important, and we are not newcomers in an architectural visualization world. You can ask any architectural visualization company, do they know render.camp, and in most cases they will answer yes. And of course, for example, quite a few weeks ago, another guy asked me, can I give him diploma because he was a student a few years ago, and right now he he found the job in the Australia, and they asked the diploma of the render.camp because he said he was a student of render.camp a few years ago, and he asked me to issue diploma for him. Unfortunately, I had to say no, because like, if I will give diploma to everyone, where is the value of this? But unfortunately. So we have 3 completely different plans. Replay, we have to change the names, they are terrible. Replay, that is mostly for guys who already been in render.camp. Why that is that? Because for them it would be easier to understand everything. It's really long to explain, but for most of you we offer exactly Profi pack. This pack include everything we have to share with you. All the support, all the files, access to all the videos, everything, literally everything. And individual package. That is the same Profi course, but with individual lessons with me, where I will polish or manicure your knowledge I want to give you exactly to you personally. One-to-one meetings, Google Meet, 1.5 hours each, and we will work with your goals. If you want with real project, if you want with educational project, if you want with theoretical questions, if you want with real things, no matter, everything up to you. So guys, the prices over here, the lowest price we can give you the 690 for replay, 790 for Profi, and 2,590 euro per individual course. But as I promised you, we will offer you not so big, I don't want to lie you, but not so big, but little smaller price offer if you will apply right now after that course, after this workshop. If you're ready to join right now or tomorrow morning, you can apply now and we will call you tomorrow. Our manager will call you tomorrow. My teammate will call you tomorrow and or text you tomorrow first and offer you better, little bit lower price for this course. So only if you'll apply right now. So guys, I think that's all. I think that's all. I'm ready to answer all your questions. So let me move over here. Is it comfortable to talk in that way? Yeah. So your real zoom in. I will move little higher and I'll try to answer all the questions I have there, but maybe not absolutely all. Gamma correction, OCO workflow in color management settings makes my render color different when saving. I explained that you have to come back to the beginning and I showed you what exactly you have to do. And at the end, I show you the fact I saved the file and it's completely the same as in the virtual frame buffer. Please do the same. Nice to see you again. Thank you. Nice to see you again too. Greetings from North Carolina. I'm so sorry for my pronunciation and the vocabulary. I try to learn English almost every single day. Hi Daniel, I don't work in Vray, maybe I understand wrong. Do you put light object for lighting scene first? No. Actually, I showed you today the real method. I do not hide anything. Of course, I can show absolutely all the tricks and all the methods during 2 hours. But anyway, this is real method, not just for this workshop. Hello, Daniel. What right color management mod for working with Corona? Default. Corona is the most Corona prepared for the most easiest work. What is Corona, in fact, in the architectural visualization world today? Corona, that is the thing for entry-level render engine, and actually not only enter, but if you'll need to something more, if you want more than just simple things, and you searching for a little more interesting something, I don't know what exactly, because all depends on your needs. In most cases, Vray will answer, I can. In most cases, Corona will say, bye. And as you can see, that is let me show you again. That is the render that is finished in 9 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes render, 9. With all textures, with denoiser, without so extremely blurred textures. 9 minutes, 5K interior render. 9. Just 9 minutes. Corona will not render it in 9 minutes, never. Especially with HDRI. So I suppose that's clear. I don't worry. And you have to understand, Vray or Corona, that is just the tools. The most important thing after that mindset and method, you have to you can open a real engine, Blender, Cinema 4D, SketchUp, and do the same. And you'll get amazing pictures. Because we are focusing on the how to build light and shadow composition. It doesn't matter in which render engine you will do that. 90-degree rule works in any render engine, even in photography. 9, haha. Yes, 9, haha. You can make some funny reels with my 9. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Daniel. I want to ask you something. Can you explain us how can I make a design, whether interior or exterior, and then how I can choose a reference and which design? Oh, that is quite an interesting topic. Yes, of course, that is the part of education, but on the workshop, unfortunately, I can't, because that is more than explanation with words. That is about proving how the workflow works. If I can give you short advice, you shouldn't search for the reference when you start work with your project. You have to looking for references every single day. You waking up, instead of open your Instagram, you have like, okay, you open your Instagram, but you have to unsubscribe of all the, I don't know, publics with jokes, with kitties, with girls, unfortunately, but you have to subscribe to the best photographers and videographers, filmmakers who produce amazing stuff. Because you have to, the same as you wash your hands, you have to wash your mind, your brain, your imagination, your you have to upload to your head the most highest quality information. And then when you'll work with pictures, with any picture, and you will need to make decision, like to make a choice, darker or that's enough, more saturation or less saturation, you will receive correct decision, you will accept correct decision. Is it clear? Yeah. So you have to wash your imagination, your experience with the correct information. Because if you explore only Behance or other people tutorials, not render.camp. Render.camp is brilliant. Everything, all the others is not. Of course not. I'm joking. Like some of them, more or less, okay. So that's all. I suppose that's clear. Hello, Daniel. I'm big admirer of your from Ethiopia. Great to see you here. Hello, Daniel. I want to ask you. Okay, I'm also interested when working on the not technical task. How should I guess the average color of the future space? Thank you. Oh, that is quite simple. You always have cold exterior lighting and you have to balance it with warm interior color. That's completely easy. Why Vray but not Corona? Welcome to reality. Vray, because Vray exists in that world and that is the powerful tool. And for example, you have a just imagine screwdriver, yeah? And you ask me right now, Daniel, why screwdriver but not a hammer? And I will answer you, the screwdriver, that's when you have to twist something. Hammer, that's when you have to hit something. That is two completely different tools, but with for different purposes, but with a similar workflow. That's the reason why. And also, we as a smart people who are interested in our profession, who love our profession, who love architectural visualization, want to have more tools, because that's interesting to have more tools. That's like for example, whole your life you can drive one bicycle, but come on, there is another motorcycles, I don't know, cars, horses, planes, helicopters, and I don't know, snowboarding, many different tools, and you can explore, and they can give you different experience, and you can get better pictures, and you can become more experienced person, 3D artist, I mean. So yeah, that's cool, and that is powerful feature. Corona, that is just entry level. Welcome to reality. If you don't understand it, welcome to reality. Hi there. Is it video going to be available watch later? Yes, this video will going to be available to watch later. How much is the course? 690, 790, and individual 2,590, something like that. For people who want to get professional and they already have base information. Exactly. Corona wins, haha. I have a bad news. That is not a competition. They are friends. You have to understand. Corona, Vray, Storm, Octane, Redshift, Twin Motion, everything is the same shit. Or is the same. They are the teammates for the different goal. And for example, quite often we go to the market of professionals, and we are searching for the person who can, for example, work with particles in Vray, and market full of professionals who can work with Corona only. And you know what? The salaries and prices for this kind of work, the lowest interior in Corona. That is the lowest price in this profession. You know why? Because the market is full. But what if exterior? To find exterior in Corona way more difficult, and that is just one step away from the interior in Corona. But what if you need for any purpose exterior in V-Ray? For example, to make animation. For example, to make a little more difficult work with particles, with water, with fire, with any effect. You just can't do it in Corona. That is impossible. They have no these features. Welcome to V-Ray. If you want to work with some complicated, for example, if you want to, you have to understand 3D world, that's not only architectural visualization, that's only filmmaking. Filmmaking, that's completely about V-Ray. Game industry, quite often that's about V-Ray, but sometimes that's about Blender. Quite often that's about Blender, of course in Real Engine too, and different CryEngine, different engines too. So you have to understand that the world of 3D, it's not just a architectural visualization. Filmmaking, clip making, music videos, yeah, cartoons. There you see why to avoid V-Ray Corona. Okay, I have a question. There is a lot of great materials, for example, on polygons. Why we still need to use multitexture? Multitexture, that is amazing feature. For example, if you have, what if you have like a big area to scatter some unique wooden boards? What do you say with about tiling in flat texture? So that's like, but sometimes it's good, but sometimes not. That is just a tool. My advice: you shouldn't stick to tools. You have to get mindset, how to build nice picture. If you'll know how to build a nice picture, it would be not important what exactly you'll choose, like multi-texture or the flat texture for the flooring. Carpet, clothes on the chair, furniture. I showed, more or less. Where do you download background image from? Many different things, sources. Shutterstock, Texturescom, just in a Google. You can generate something with Midjourney and then upscale it with Magnific. So Stable Diffusion is for free. So there is a lot of different methods to create background now. And of course, photography by your client, and one more time, upscaling with Magnific or Stable Diffusion. I asked if you can show the closed shaders to your cover. I showed that on the couch on the right side, and in fact the armchairs in front of us, that is just displacement. Which Telegram channel group? No, that is not to me. Any chance we'll see workshop with Mediterranean exterior with dry plants, because there is not single tutorial of Icelandic landscape. Can you show me to the private messages in Instagram the exact picture you wanna know how to do? Because of course we are looking for some nice ideas for future workshops. So send me some pictures and maybe I'll take it for one of future workshops. Picture amazing. Thank you. So you are also amazing. I think we can leave the material as is and move to the next level to upscaling and magnificent post-production. Yeah. Irena, love you. I think that's you love Irena. Yeah. What is the system config? Oh, I have quite old computer. I can show it to you, but in a few days I'll receive my new one because I ordered it 3 months ago and it comes so long, and that's extremely. But right now I have i9 10 908. So that is my specs. Yeah, so that's clear. RAM 129 and graphic card 3090 RTX. So that's completely not new one. That is like 4 years old, I think. No, more. 5, I think, years old computer. Hello from Uzbekistan. Hello. I don't understand. Why is the wood floor and texture washed away? We talked about that. So let me magnific free site. Of course, no. But you may find some free upscalers absolutely free based on your GPU, but you should have that GPU based on Stable Diffusion. But I think that is way more expensive than buy subscription in the Magnific. Where is Irena? Irena at home, and Irena decided not to work with render.camp anymore, and now she's a free artist and she worked with her own project. Yep. Set up PC. We need system config that 9 minutes. 99. Where is Irena? Explain. Hi. Why Vray instead of Corona? What are the advantages? Like I already explained a lot, I think, about that. I suppose that's clear. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in a personal message, I think. Can you explain to me how to make rammed earth in Corona? Where is rammed? I'm not sure I know that word. Now let me check it. Oh, I think that is just you mean ground. Yeah, rammed ground in Corona. I think you have to find something in the Quixel bridge. I mean shader. And textures com. Textures com. I think soil. Yeah, you need some soil. Something like that. Maybe I have no idea what exactly you need, but maybe you'll find there something. Yeah, if that is what you need. But that is like PBR shaders. So one more time, that is our picture we made during the course, during the that video, that main part of the this workshop. So that's 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour. Just tell me, guys, tell me honestly, how fast you can do your real project to that quality together with render. For most, like, that's would be good if one day. Let's be honest. It would be good if one day. For most of us, it's more than one day. I can do that during 1 hour. Without talking, I can do this picture in a 40 minutes around. And I can show you and I can teach you how to do that. That is important thing. That's what you, that's why you have to join render.camp professionalization course. So you can type Ramen Earth walls on Google. Okay. That one, I think that is just you have to find the texture. That's all. Or take a shot of your texture. The thing is, you shouldn't looking for like procedural way to make something. You have to find the texture in most cases. That is the trick. It would be faster and way more realistic than anything else. Do you advise to use many V-ray sunlight for the interior scene? Any light source, that is just a technical tool. If it suits you and if it gives you good result, use it. If not, don't use it. This is just a tool. I don't want to say them one more time, guys. You shouldn't remember my numbers, the numbers I use. You have to remember that you have to understand the workflow. Try to do it yourself. If you'll do it without my help, cool. But most of you, for most of you, it would be difficult. That's why, welcome to the render.camp professional visualization course. That is the place where I will work with you during together 8 weeks. 8 weeks, 5 weeks of live education, and 2 weeks before and 1 week after. And that will improve your, for sure, that will improve your skills. The advice says you may wear something, yeah. If you have all models and materials, textures, exactly 1-2 hours. That is the thing. Yeah, that is the thing. But I think you also have textures. You also have some fabric textures, some in your collection. Yeah, that's true. You have some wooden textures. I just collect them to easier pick up. When I prepared to this workshop, it wasn't longer. I won't be honest with you. It took a little time to find the best possible sunlight position. But just I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. Just like that. One more time. You think that what is the biggest problem when I work with professionals like you, Cartados? I feel that you are professional and we can discuss with you that. You think improvements would be in something over here. But I will show you that improvement, your next step over here. I always like the example. That is like a walking with the legs. Yeah. So your first step always is a technical thing. How to use, I don't know, how to use lighting, how to use shaders, that is all the technical things. Now, if you are a professional, if you already know, you shouldn't searching for the new technical skills. You have to make another step with another leg. You have to make step into the artistic approach. How to think to make a picture better. And then when you'll understand it and you will understand the basics of this second step, you will see that any texture you'll apply to your scene will look good. Some of them better, some of them a little worse, but you will never get like even low quality, even medium quality result. You will also get like a 5 out of 5, maybe 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. You will never get 6. With the proper method, you will always be like 9, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. And that is not a miracle, that is not a dream, that is not a joke. This is just a little bit different mindset, little bit different set of information I want to upload to your head. In fact, for that money, you just buy my experience and I will upload it. You have to be just open-minded a little bit, because I will tell you the things. Maybe you think I'll show you the like more specific numbers you have to use. No, instead of this, I'll show you the artistic approach, where to get inspiration, how to get it, how to upload, and how to use it in your pictures, and why some pictures are not acceptable as inspiration for your real projects. If you in future tutorial you can do an exterior country worm dry wall natural stone wall render, maybe it's idea for render.camp workshops. Yeah, cool, thanks. You can one more time, you can join to the course, take your project, and I'll show you how to do that in the course. All the method from the modeling till the final post-production, together with exploring all the other students, your teammates, course mates, project, because all of them will work with different ones. Everyone will work with their own project. You can explore their pictures too. Not can, you will explore their pictures too. It's an idea when the camera. Thank you. Your answer, I agreed. I'm not arguing, sorry. Anyway, I'm moving forward to Unreal Engine. You can do the same with Unreal Engine. It doesn't matter, absolutely. There is a lot of people who work in Unreal Engine visiting render.camp. Actually, we also, in a company, in the Fortress Vision, use the same method in Unreal Engine. The thing is, we are talking about how to say that, artistic side of, or just imagine half of your head that is technical skills, another part of your head artistic skill set. Technical, you already know, you already have. I will not upload there anything, maybe just the tiny things, how to better, I don't know, unwrap something, or have to apply some specific tools, or maybe I'll make your skill set a little bigger. But I will work on your artistic approach. When you'll understand it, you'll accept it, and when you'll start use it, you'll become way more powerful artist. Course price. All the course prices you can find on the link. We just send you a little higher, but I can show it to you over here one more time. Where is it? Over here one more time. We have 3 different prices for the guys who already been in the render.camp. There is a lot of people join us second and third and even 4th time. One girl visited our course 7 times in a row. But that was like long time ago, and she came as a 0 level artist, and after 7 courses she was one of the, I think, the most powerful artists I ever saw. So that's cool. So anyway, profit, that is a common package we offer to everyone, and together we will apply today till the end of this date. We will offer small discount. I hate this word discount, to be honest. We are not discounters, but I have to be honest to you. We do these workshops, of course, to invite you to the course. That's clear, because we have to promote it. And the best, I believe the best way to promote my anything, to show what I can and what I exactly will do with you. Honestly, without advertisement and marketing phrases or something like that. Honestly, I'm professional, you're professionals. We know what exactly we'll do. You buy my time, my experience, and the time I will work with you with your particular projects. And individual course that is the same, but plus 5 individual lessons, personal with me, with pure personal issues. Every single lesson around 1.5 hours. So just like that. All right. Okay. Can you do more kind of inspired interior with patterns and Islamic elements? I'm so sorry. I'm not the most. I'm not used to shy, but I can answer yes. I can do everything. Only one thing, I have to have understanding of what exactly I have to do. So explanation with words is not enough. You have to explain with picture how to make exactly this. And in that case, yes, I can do. So guys, I think that was really cool. 3 hours, 3 hours and a little more. So thank you for everything. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your attention to render.camp. That was a great pleasure to be here with you, and see you in the course. That's all, guys. See you. Bye.